think next year is going to be time for me to upgrade. What should I get next? I don't know. You tell me. So I've had this bike now for, I don't know, 4 years, I think. I don't know, maybe 5 years. A while. I've had it for a while. And especially recently, I've been getting into these MotoVlogs and making content. I really love doing it. It's a lot of fun. It's something that I'm passionate about. It is my hobby. And I love this bike. I do not want to get rid of it, and I don't think I am going to get rid of it. But I do think I'm going to upgrade. Now, I've been in between a couple different bikes. It's really hard because so many manufacturers out there make amazing motorcycles. Now, my first and kind of most obvious option would be another Honda. Now, since I have a 600, I don't want to get another 600. I really don't see the point. I absolutely love this bike, but I don't think I need two of them. So my next upgrade would be a CBR 1000. And I guess maybe this was obvious, but I do plan on getting another sport bike. I love riding these. I think they look sweet. And I'm going to ride one as long as I can, as long as my back can take it, I guess I could say. So my first option is going to be the CBR 1000. I don't really like buying new, but I do like the new white color that they just came out with for $25. So I'm very tempted. The other option would be get a, I want to say it's a 17 to 21. They had the red and the black. I really like that colorway. I'm not the biggest fan of the, I think it's 21 or 22 to 24 where they did the red and the blue. I don't know, I'm just not a fan of blue, you know, and I don't know, maybe that's picky and stupid, but it's a lot of money to spend on a bike. I want it to look how I want it to look. Anyway, that would kind of be maybe my first pick is a CBR, just because this bike has taken very, very good care of me, and I think a CBR 1000 would take good care of me as well. My second option, which some people love it, some people hate it, is the BMW S1000RR. Everyone knows that bike, and even if you don't love it, you can at least respect it. It's a great looking motorcycle. German engineering is, you know, really high end. I don't really like BMW cars, but I think they make the best motorcycles, or one of the best motorcycles in the world. Now, they are more expensive, so at a price point, I think the brand new CBR, will just go brand new pricing, is like 16, 17 grand. While brand new S1000, bare bones, is like 18, and those are even hard to find, maybe 19. You know, you're pretty much looking at spending 20 to 25 grand on an S1000. It's just a lot of money to spend, you know, especially on something that I can only ride part of the year. But that being said, ever since the BMW S1000 came out, I have been a little obsessed with that motorcycle. My dad has a BMW GS 1200 that he got from one of our local dealers. I think I actually might stop by there, we'll see. And he absolutely loves that bike, and I love that bike too. I honestly think that's got to be one of the best motorcycles ever made. If I had to have one motorcycle for the rest of my life, it'd probably be that one. But that's besides the point. He has this BMW, and the S1000 comes out, and he was really cool with the salesman at the dealership. And I was a kid, I was young, you know. I was riding motocross at the time, but he knew I was going to end up on the street one way or another. The one day he was kind of, you know, toying around the idea of getting an S1000. So in my eyes, I'm like, well, if you get it, I'll at least be able to ride it sometimes. The one day, I remember this like it was yesterday. He comes home, and I remember I was in the house, and I just heard that exhaust note. And I'm like, there's no way that he did it. And I come running outside, jumping up and down. I'm a teenager at this point. I'm like, no way, can't believe you got it. And it was black and gray. I mean, the thing was just beautiful, brand new. And I was so excited, like a kid in a candy store. And he went ahead and burst my bubble real quick. He was like, no, you know, the salesman just told me I could take it for a nice little test drive. Figured I'd bring it home. And oh boy, did he really burst my bubble. I was so excited that he got my dream bike. I'm gonna be able to look at it and just see it in our house, and one day he would maybe let me ride it. And he's like, nope, never mind. just a test drive. So ever since then, I told myself I'm gonna buy one. So that's kind of maybe my first pick. I don't know. I really like both of them. There's pros and cons of each. There's been a couple guys in the motorcycle world that can't stand the BMW. They've only had problems with it, and I've watched a lot of YouTube videos about both of them. I've been researching them for a long time. I don't want to get a bike that could possibly have problems, and trust me, I can see that already because I had a BMW car once and it gave me nothing but issues, and I'll probably never own one again. But I just love their motorcycle, so it's so hard for me to say no. I'm a fan of Japanese bikes. I love Japanese bikes, and I love Japanese cars. I love the JDM scene and all that fun stuff. That's kind of my thing. I'm not the biggest Euro guy. I respect them. I'm not the biggest domestic guy. I do respect them. I like the Japanese cars. Toyotas, Subarus, Nissans, that's my thing. Same goes with bikes. I love Hondas. I think Suzukis are great too, and Kawasaki's. But BMW just had to come and stir the pot for me. And I fell in love with that bike when I was a kid, so I just feel like I have to get one and at least own one for a little bit. And if it doesn't work out and if I don't like it, I'd happily get rid of it. I mean, what do you guys think? Out of those two bikes, stay away from the BMW, just go with the Honda, it's what you know. I need a little bit of help here because I'm kind of back and forth a lot and I'm struggling to decide. And maybe this trip to the dealership might help me, but what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. I'd appreciate if you could like the video, and as always, subscribe. Take it easy out there.